90-Day Fiancé star Ashley unveils epic body transformation, proudly shows off before-after journey. In a world that is constantly bombarded with images of perfection and beauty, it takes a great deal of courage to embrace your true self. For Ashley, a well-known star from 90-Day Fiancé, that journey has been one of growth, change, and self-empowerment. After months of hard work, dedication, and a commitment to putting her health and well-being first, Ashley has unveiled a remarkable body transformation, proudly showing off her before and after pictures on social media. But this transformation is not just about losing weight or changing her appearance. For Ashley, it is a deeper, more personal journey of reclaiming her confidence, prioritizing her health, and breaking free from societal pressures. Her story is a testament to the power of self-love, the importance of taking care of one's body and mind, and the ability to rise above any challenges life throws your way. The beginning of Ashley's journey to a healthier, more confident version of herself began long before the photos started circulating on her Instagram feed. Anyone who follows 90-Day Fiancé knows that Ashley's story on the show was filled with ups and downs, from navigating the complexities of international relationships to overcoming personal challenges. Ashley's life on the reality show often felt like a roller coaster. While she became a fan favorite due to her no-nonsense attitude, her relationship struggles, and her fierce loyalty to those she loves, Ashley faced her own battles behind the scenes. She has been open in the past about her body image struggles and how society's unrealistic standards often left her feeling less than confident in her own skin. But Ashley never let these struggles define her. Instead, they motivated her to make a change. "I got to a point in my life where I realized that I was no longer doing this for anyone else but me," she said in an Instagram post reflecting on her transformation. "I wanted to feel better. I wanted to be healthier. I wanted to be the best version of myself, not for anyone else, but for me." For Ashley, her transformation was about more than just aesthetics. It was about reclaiming her body and taking control of her health. The idea wasn't to look a certain way for validation or approval from others, but to feel empowered in her own skin and regain the confidence she had lost along the way. The transformation process, mindset over matter. Anyone who has ever tried to embark on a fitness journey knows it's not just about hitting the gym or following a strict diet. The real transformation happens in the mind first. Ashley spent months adjusting her mindset and adopting healthier habits before the physical changes began to show. For her, the most important part of the journey was changing how she viewed herself. "I used to look at myself and immediately pick apart every flaw," Ashley shared in an Instagram story. "I'd look at my arms, my stomach, my legs, and all I could see were imperfections. It wasn't until I started focusing on how strong my body is, how capable it is, that I began to see myself differently." Instead of focusing on numbers on a scale or fitting into a certain size, Ashley shifted her focus to her mental and emotional well-being. She started prioritizing self-care, whether that meant taking a break to focus on her mental health, investing time in practicing mindfulness, or simply acknowledging her progress, no matter how small. "I learned to stop comparing myself to others," she said. "I realized that my journey is mine alone, and I can't let anyone's expectations or opinions define what success looks like for me." A balanced approach to fitness and nutrition. Ashley's transformation wasn't fueled by extreme dieting or intense workouts. Rather, it was about finding a balanced approach to fitness and nutrition that worked for her. She understood that fitness is a marathon, not a sprint, and that quick fixes or drastic measures were not sustainable. Her approach to fitness included a mix of strength training, cardio, and yoga. She worked closely with a personal trainer to create a workout regimen that focused on building strength and increasing endurance. But she also made sure to incorporate rest days, understanding that recovery is just as important as pushing yourself during workouts. When it came to nutrition, Ashley adopted a more mindful approach. She focused on eating whole, nutrient-dense foods that made her feel good, rather than depriving herself of the things she loved. For Ashley, it wasn't about following a restrictive diet. It was about listening to her body and making better choices that aligned with her health goals. "I've learned that food is fuel, not a punishment," she shared. "I don't deprive myself, but I've learned to be mindful of what I put in my body. It's about balance, not perfection." She also made a conscious effort to stay hydrated and prioritize sleep, understanding that these are critical components of overall health. Ashley found that as she began to feel stronger and healthier physically, her confidence grew. Too, her energy levels increased, and she found herself more motivated than ever to continue her journey. The power of self-love and body positivity. Perhaps the most inspiring part of Ashley's transformation is her emphasis on self-love and body positivity. In a world that often tells women they need to look a certain way in order to be accepted, Ashley is boldly rejecting those norms and encouraging others to do the same. She embraces her body in all its forms, and through her journey, she has learned to appreciate what it can do rather than focusing solely on how it looks. Ashley's social media posts are full of empowering messages to her followers, urging them to love themselves as they are and to stop striving for perfection. She frequently shares unfiltered photos and videos, showing off her progress and encouraging others to take their health and wellness into their own hands, without guilt or shame. "I'm not perfect, and I don't pretend to be," Ashley says in one of her posts, "but I'm real, and I'm proud of where I am. I want you to be proud of where you are, too. Don't wait until you've reached some arbitrary goal before you start celebrating yourself." Her message resonates with thousands of fans who admire her for being unapologetically herself and for inspiring others to do the same. She's made it clear that health and happiness are not about fitting into a mold but about embracing the journey and feeling good in your own skin. The before-after, a visual representation of growth. When Ashley shared her before and after photos on social media, the response was overwhelming. Fans flooded her comments with praise, congratulating her on her progress and thanking her for sharing such an intimate part of her journey. The transformation was undeniable, but for Ashley, the photos were just a small part of the bigger picture. The before photo showed Ashley at a time when she wasn't fully invested in herself. It was a snapshot of a moment in her life when she was struggling with self-doubt and lacked the motivation to prioritize her health. The after photo, on the other hand, showcased a confident, radiant Ashley, someone who had not only transformed physically but also emotionally and mentally. "This is just the beginning," Ashley wrote in the caption alongside her before and after photos. "I still have a long way to go, but I'm proud of how far I've come. I'm not defined by what I look like, I'm defined by how I feel, and I feel amazing." What's next for Ashley?